What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Drayski back at it again with another video. We're back at it again with another reaction video, man. Hey, I'm just gonna do these reaction videos, especially when I don't have no games to upload or not no other stuff to upload. I'm just gonna do reactions, chat. I ain't gonna lie, son. We gonna get a mic, not a mic, a damn, what's it called? A down. Camera. I think my brother has one. I might just use his. But anyway, let's get right into the video. EA lied. Now, let's talk about EA before we hop into this video. Now, I've been the one person, and I know this had not on YouTube or the internet, but I've always been saying this about EA. EA doesn't care. EA is one of the most scummiest companies, up there with 2K, up there with Nintendo, Sony, like all these companies are scummy and they lie. But you know why they're even in this position to be doing stuff like this? It's because of us, the people that sitting up here consuming this bull. And I've been saying this since Madden 23 that they are ripping us off. They are just screwing us over, gang. Like dead ass screwing us over, bro. I've been saying that. As my cousin, as anybody, I've been saying this stuff to him. I'm dead ass. Like, and the thing is, right, with just Madden and EA, college football, the first college football game came out, right? And there was no high school. Why wasn't there no high school? They did that on purpose. They did that on purpose. I know they did that on purpose. So for the next game, oh, let me get 26 because that actually has high school. Did 27 come out? Oh snap! They put microtransactions in the game. What? In Tarnation? Madden 25. The only reason I bought that game is for the franchise player role. And guess what? It was gone. I was like, what? They took this out the game? Why did they do that? I was hot, bro. And I'm just noticing, like, they're doing this on purpose, bro. So they get you to play the other game modes that people don't want to play in the first place, or to get you to buy things that you shouldn't have to buy in the first place. I shouldn't have to buy College 26 to play high school, especially just 1 year of high school. Hell no. I've been saying give us 4 years of high school if we feel like it. Give us 4 years of high school, gang. But only 1 year, and they said they couldn't do that in 25. Why? That makes no sense. They did that on purpose. I'm literally telling you, they did that on purpose. Let's get into this video, man.
EA thinks that you're stupid, and I think they're lying to the community about listening to our feedback. It just blows my mind the way they have responded. We have a new response, we have a new update on what could be coming to the game, and I feel like they just don't care at all. It was basically a big FU to the community for speaking out. Of course, I've already touched on it, but they did address the microtransactions, and this is still a major win for us. We got the microtransactions out of the game. However, I said in my video, I'm concerned about their goal for live service plans in 28 and beyond. They want to deliver valuable features and whatever other content they can justify spending on. The first thing I'll say about this is if you provide new value, if you provide something that is going to enhance our experience, instead of the way you just tried to slip microtransactions in, let's not forget about this. Let's not forget about the blind side I felt as a creator, not knowing that that was in the game, that no one said anything about. Let's not forget about that. Let's not forget that you thought this would just blow over in the first place, because when they're addressing all these statements, that's the first thing on my mind. You know, I want to give you the benefit of the doubt. I want to say you can earn this community trust back, but then when you triple down the way that you did, it just pulls everything farther apart. Anyway, I'll go on my little tangent later on in this video on how I believe they could actually provide some value if they wanted to find ways to make more revenue. I'm not stupid. Video games have to continue to do that. What they've decided to do, though, is just not the way to go about it. It's going to really upset a lot of your core fan base that just wants to love the games that you're putting out. It makes it hard whenever you put out a great game like 27 is, but then there's this side of things. It really ruins a lot of trust that you've built up. You say you're moving fast to respond to the feedback, so we
Okay.
got to stay tuned for that follow up. And this is where I feel like they're lying about listening to the community, that they love us, because I don't think they listened at all. I mean, I'll continue to reiterate it.
They love us. No, they don't love us. Don't get misconstrued by that. They love our money. They love what we give them. Bro, mind y'all, we're the reason why EA is such a big company. People are the reason why EA is a big company. If we just were to stop buying into this damn products, bro, these companies wouldn't have the control that they have now. Nintendo wouldn't be moving how Nintendo's moving now. But you know why? Because people are buying into this shit. People are steady buying it. They talk about the problems with it, and they keep buying this shit. They keep buying into this stuff. Same with 2K, same with Madden, same with all these games, bro. Y'all are sitting up there complaining about certain things and just still throwing money at them. Still supporting them. And guess what they're going to do? The more money you give them, the more bull that they're going to do, and the more scummier they're going to get, and the more hungry for money they're going to get for some whatever damn reason. And I can't even sit up there and lie. Son, I got a Nintendo Switch too, son. Now, mind you, I ain't pay for it, but hey, I got a Nintendo Switch too, son. But bro, if we just stop buying into this BS, bro, that these games are obviously selling us, like Madden, for example. We've seen Madden do bull crap. I've seen Madden on that hoe in that weird stuff since Madden 23. I've been seeing that, but nobody was talking about it. Nobody was. I'm looking for the damn content creators like him to say stuff about that. But it was like nobody was talking about those things. It's only to now with college football 27 that they're doing microtransactions that everybody's like, okay, I'm done. Nigga, I've been done.
It's a major deal that they were willing to back down on the paid progression options. And I believe they could take the games in the future in a better direction if they stick to that word and it's not just something they do for 27. However, I don't like how they've responded back to the other concerns the community had, because it was remove microtransactions and bring back the sliders that you took from the last two games and just removed, which was to encourage potentially spending on microtransactions. Well, now that the microtransactions are not there, you would think common sense is let's give them back that freedom that they want, that sandbox experience for an offline game mode. Let players just play the game that they want to play in whatever way that they want. That is all that the community is asking for, to give them that freedom that you've sold them on for the last few years. However, what did they do? The complete opposite. They've tripled down, and it blows my mind. I'm going to start with Road to Glory because it's even more outrageous over there.
XP sliders are not returning to Road of Glory. See, y'all? This tells you everything you need to know. They don't care. They don't love us. Because if they loved us, they'll give us what we want. I'm not finna sit up there. I was never gonna buy college football 27. I wasn't even gonna buy 26. Nigga, it has to be on such a deal to the point it has to be at least $5. I might buy it. Because I think that's exactly what I did for Madden 25 in 2K. Well, when I had to. Well, yeah, I think 2K. Nigga, I bought it on deal. I didn't buy it full price because I'm gonna be honest with you. These games aren't full price worthy. These games aren't $70 worthy, bro. They're not. They're just slop. And EA has such a pride and such a ego now because people keep buying into this bull. And they're like, okay, people keep buying into this bull. Guess what we're going to do? We're going to sit up here and charge more. We're going to do more money and scummy practices to get people to give us more money. Bro, y'all are in $1 billion company. What do you need more money for if you're not even using that damn money on your damn game? Real deal. You're not even using all that money to make the best game possible. So what are you doing with that money that you so damn need so damn much? Like, what are you doing with that? Please tell me. I want to know. I want to know, son, because I'm mad, son. I've been calling this out since 23. I've been calling this out since 22. I've been calling this for 20. Been calling it out.
Standalone XP sliders
They don't
are
care.
not returning because progression.
That's why I would say all the time, bro, if I was in control of Madden in college football, niggas would love me. I would love myself.
College Football 27 is now built around the full structure of the mode. It's interesting that in all of these different things, they don't mention the microtransactions that they also tried to put in there, where progression could be built around it in a way. We got it out of the game, but there are certain design decisions that, with the way that you tried to just sneak it in there, we now have to question, why was the game designed this way? Why did you make it so players that are 5 stars now start as a 72, 73 overall instead of like an 80 overall? So they have to upgrade a lot more.
Oh my God.
It's intentional, but was it intentional?
Hey, all I'm going to say, I'm so glad I didn't buy 26 or 27. I'm not buying Madden 26. I'm not buying Madden 27. Only if it's on a small, like low deal for a low price. Or if I game share from somebody who gets it, but I don't think nobody's getting that game. Like, real deal. Like, for real, y'all. We gotta see this type of stuff, bro. We gotta see it before it happens, bro. I seen the scumminess. I seen the money-hungry practices. I seen all this weird and fake-ish that these niggas was doing before it even got to 26. Or even college football. Same with Fortnite. Same with 2K. Same with all these other damn companies, gang. I've seen it, bro. I'm seeing it happen in real time. Like,
to make the game harder?
Or was
it intentional to potentially get more money out of the microtransactions? Because in Dynasty, 5 stars are still about an 80 overall, but in Road to Glory, it's magically a 72, a 73. You're lucky if you get a 74. I'm going to be honest, most of this isn't even worth reading. It's just trying to gaslight you on why the game got harder and why it can't have any other way to play besides the one way that they want you to. We all know why these decisions were made. If you have any little bit of intelligence, you understand it. It's just the tripling down. The core structure.
Yeah, I made videos on my channel about EA and 2K being the most scummiest companies. I think that was like a year ago, bro. I made videos on that. I'm calling this out, bro. I'm calling this out.
Intentional, and it's the foundation of Road to Glory moving forward. I don't think that they're going to back down on this. I think they are just going to stand on the fact that even if the microtransactions aren't there this year, maybe they give you that option next year because they made you so frustrated. They don't care about the freedom that you have that could make the game a little bit more enjoyable. And this is what I just don't understand, because when wear and tear doesn't work the way that is intended, when it has its issues, because it's not always tuned properly, we have those sliders to correct it. If we think the XP sliders are a little bit off, we have them to correct your mistakes. And if you're taking out these sliders that allow us to correct your mistakes, it makes the game less enjoyable.
That's just weird in general. Like, why are you sitting up there wanting to control how I play a game, bro? Hold on. Okay, there we go. Why are you controlling how I'm playing a game, bro? Why do you care so much about how I'm playing the game? I'm spending $70 on this damn product. Let me play the game how I want to play the damn game. With sliders, XP, nigga, if I want to start off as a 99 overall, let me do that. But nah, y'all so money hungry, and y'all just...
The reality of the situation is everybody enjoys it in a different way. They have a different idea of how they're going to have fun on the game. If they want to have a 99 overall immediately and just decide to rip on teams, they should be able to do that because that is their experience. They're offline. You're not offsetting any gameplay advantages that you all refer to. It's an offline game mode. Literally. You're going to have a bigger player base that can have more fun, that is going to keep enjoying your games, that might stumble into anything you want to do in the future with microtransactions, with online. Any of that could be in the plans, they might stumble into that just because they're having fun on the game, but you're not going to get them in the door. They're not going to trust you. They're not going to trust your word. If you continue to just say over and over again, no, you have to play our way, and if you want to do any differently, you're wrong. I'm being a little bit too nice about this as well. Let's just reiterate. Paid progression, that was good. Once the paid progression is gone, though, all of a sudden it's a gameplay imbalance to have those sliders in. So you are cool with people paying you to get the gameplay advantage, but since we can't pay you anymore, since you can't make money off of it, all of a sudden the gameplay advantage isn't cool at all. I just don't understand why you're even going down this path because it's such a clear contradiction that
Literally.
people are not stupid. People are going.
That's another problem too. Sorry for pausing so much, but that's another problem too that I want to get into, bro. It's the higher ups. The devs are just going off of orders, bro. Even though the devs can still make the game better, even though they're going off of orders, they're going off of orders, bro. And I'm telling you, nine times out of 10, that a man in a suit and tie and all he cares about is fucking money is sitting up there controlling how Madden, how CFB is being made with certain things and certain aspects. They know what they're doing, bro. You don't have no gamer that's controlling the how the game goes. You don't have no guy that cares about people or cares about fans or cares about the game that's controlling what's going on. No, you have a dude that's in a suit and tie who cares about money more than his family that's controlling that, bro, and that's the problem. And that is the biggest problem of all time. And that's why I hate these companies, bro. That's why I despise these scummy practices, bro. As a follower of Christ, I dislike stuff like that. Cause I don't see the point in sitting up here lying to people or sitting up here making something purposely worse just so you can benefit from it. I don't understand that at all. Cause we already live in an evil world as we already live in an evil world enough. This world is already evil enough. And with stuff like this, niggas want to come home, play the game, have fun. But we over here getting charged $80 to play a game. We're getting charged for our hobby. We're getting charged for all this other stuff. And it's like, bro, let me play the damn game. That's all I want to do. All I want to do is come home, play the game, and just have fun. Do what I want to do on the game. Not be controlled by how the game is making me play it. Not being controlled about how this stuff is. No, I want to play the game how I want to play the game. Niggas been asking for skis. Niggas been asking for BAP. Niggas been asking for all these things, all these equipment things for years. And guess what? It took so long to come into the game. Because y'all don't give a damn about none of y'all fans, bro. Y'all don't give a damn about y'all community. Y'all care about that money. And that's the only thing y'all care about. Once that money starts looking, oh snap! Then that's when y'all gonna start doing stuff for us. That's when y'all gonna start listening. That's when y'all gonna start taking action. Cause it's money, bro. Money. There's a verse in the Bible that money is, I think, believe I forgot the verse. But it goes, money is the root of all evil. Money is the root. The love for money is the root of all evil, gang. The love for money is the root of all evil. And you're seeing it right here. Bro, I'm gonna be dead for real, y'all. Of course you're gonna need money in this life. Of course you're gonna need money to do things. I understand that. Of course you need money to live. But the position that EA is in and they've placed themselves in, they don't have to worry about that. They shouldn't need more money. EA has all the money they need to keep themselves afloat for like 60, 100 years. In all honesty, they don't need more money. They want more money, and that's the problem. It's no longer a need, it's a want. And they'll do anything to get more money. And that's weird. To the point to where they're sitting up here and messing up how the gameplay goes just for that situation. Just for that. Just so they can get more money. That's weird, bro. That's weird.
To see right through that. Actually, I take it back. Some people aren't going to see right through it. There's already people that are getting on me like, oh, you're just whining now. You're just complaining. No, I see the direction that they're taking the game that I love. The
Thank
game
you.
that I want to be as perfect
And
as
the
possible.
thing is, when you call this shit out, niggas want to sit up there and say, oh, you're complaining. You just don't play the game then. Don't play the game then. Nigga, that's not the problem, nigga. The problem is that they're doing this shit and they're getting away with it. That's the problem. The problem that they're doing is scummy and they're doing these weird things for no reason. And people are sitting up there defending this. People are sitting up there defending Fortnite. People are sitting up here defending 2K. People are up here defending these games that don't need defending at all. Like, you have no reason to sit up there and try to defend Fortnite or just try to defend Madden with your damn life. You don't. And don't hit me with that, then don't play the game then, bro. Because that's not going to fix nothing. Me not playing the game, okay, cool. I'm not playing the game no more. But guess what they're going to keep on doing? Their scummy practices. They're still going to be doing that. And guess what you're going to be doing? You're going to be feeding into that like a little good boy that you are, barking on your knees. Daddy, can you give me some more? And just eating whatever they fucking give you. Sorry for cussing. Like, come on, gang. I'm literally seeing this shit, bro. Calling this shit out, bro. But then don't play the game then, bro. Don't play the game then. Any nigga that says that deserves to get the absolute light years smacked up out of them. I'm sorry. Like, that don't be pissing me off because it don't make sense, bro. It doesn't.
Possible, that I want as many people to play, that I want to be as big as possible as a sports game. It made me so happy college football was the biggest sports game when it came out in 25. I just want to see it continue to get pushed, more people to get into college football, more kids to get into it. And instead, I see these decisions that are doing the complete opposite, that are going to take away from potentially new people getting into it. On the Dynasty side, it's the same type of gaslighting. I love that rebuilds got harder. They were too.
Then don't play the game then, bro. That's not going to fix what they're doing. That's not going to fix them being a scummy company and doing things that's going to lead people away from playing the game. Because when GTA 6 come out, bro, it's over with. It's over with for these sports games. I'm being dead ass. It's over with.
Easy. It was happening too quick. Everything they've done on that front, outside of removing some of their sliders and the freedom to players, is incredible. I'm having so much fun with the Hawaii series. I just don't agree with the coach progression has to support that new experience when you were cool with us paying for our coach progression. But now that we can't pay, oh, no way you can progress a little bit faster. Another little issue is Dynasty and your coach progression is based around a 20 to 30 year career. I think you're better basing that off of like a 10 to 15 year career. How many people are getting 25, 30 years into their save? I don't think that is a very high percentage. The coach trees already aren't all that enjoyable because every time there's something fun in there, it just gets removed. They make it even harder, which is cool if you're going to have a hard dynasty, but not everyone wants to have a hard dynasty. There's just a freedom that you could give players that I want to see again. I want to see that vision that they would always talk about. Just a bunch of trying to double down, triple down, whatever you want to say at this point. They did reintroduce the new XP sliders. It's not the same that it was, though. Instead of bringing back what was fastest on College Football 26, instead they're bringing back what the faster setting was. Why not just make it the fastest? They say that it is going to break the game. They don't want to compromise the long-term progression that the Dynasty Blueprint is designed to deliver, but they're willing to compromise on the long-term progression if you pay them money. That is the part about this whole statement, the whole way they've gone about this, that really throws me off, because I believed when they backed down on microtransactions, they were also going to back down on the sliders. They were going to give us back the stuff that was in the past two games, because the only reason it would make sense for them to be taken out was to guide you into potentially spending more money. There was an opportunity here for EA to have the greatest layup of all time, to show that they're listening to the community, that they made a mistake. And this is where I want to get into potentially more revenue.
That's another thing too. Like, bro, and I don't understand how these companies, especially if y'all want more money, I don't understand how y'all don't see the obvious lane y'all should take. If y'all were to do the stuff that people ask and put in the stuff in the game that people will actually like, and the stuff that people actually ask for, and just make the game enjoyable and do right by your fans, you will make more money in the long run. Because more people are playing it. You will make more money because guess what? More people are buying it. Why? Because you're doing right by the fans, bro. You're doing right. You're putting in the stuff that they want. You're doing the things that they want to see. You're making the game enjoyable. I don't understand how these companies don't see it like that. I don't. Because all I see, if you really want more money, just do right by the fans, bro. And that money's going to come to you. It is. But you doing scummy stuff like this, it's going to be harder to get that money because guess what? Not everybody, because everybody has cotton on. People have cotton on now to this scummy practices that y'all are doing. And they're not going to want to buy into that. So if you do right by the fans, bro, and you give us what we want, bro, trust me, you're going to have a lot more people purchasing and buying your product. That's all I'm
Again, I'm
saying,
not
man.
stupid. I
But
know
who the
video
hell am I?
games need to find ways to make more money at some point. You have to add value. You have to add value. And the college community is so loyal. I really hope that you all at EA that are watching this are listening to this because the college community is the most loyal community you're going to get. That is why it breaks my heart. This is how you all are going about addressing this. Because if you brought something that would add value, people are much more willing to pay instead of removing features that were just there and then giving us that option. It's just ridiculous. It's an offline game mode. People are not going to be inclined to spend on an offline game mode to beat up on the computer. But let's say you want to bring in something like FCS schools. What if each school was a couple of bucks? What if for the whole FCS pack, you have to pay 20? What if you go down the football manager pathway and if you want this special in-game editor where you can edit every team, every conference name, every conference logo, you could make Ohio State a 0-star prestige with a 0 budget to start Dynasty instead of them starting off. Like there are so many things that I think other offline games do that you could go down that path of where you feel like you're adding value, where the consumer doesn't feel like you're just taking away from core features. I say it with FCS schools because it's not FBS college football, what the game is based around. But people still would love to have FCS schools. I don't know. There are so many ways you could come up with better than how you implemented it, better with how you went about it, with just trying to quietly get it through there. And this is me coming off the dome 1 minute thinking about ways that you could make more money. We want the
Literally,
series to come
bro,
around.
it's like, and that's the most simple thing about it. Why are y'all taking the route that's gonna get y'all more hate? Why are y'all taking a route that is more harder? Why don't y'all just do right by the people that you're serving? Why don't you just give us what we want? You give us what we want, guess what we're gonna do? We're going to pay. You're going to get that money. If you make the game the best you can make it, put in the features that people want. Do the things that people want. I'm telling you, bro, you're going to make more money. I can't be the only one that thinks like that. I can't. You're gonna make more money because guess what? More people are gonna buy into the product because guess what? You're doing right. You're going about it the right way. It's the most simplest way and the most right and easy. It's like
we want to support the
y'all want to
series.
take the hard path for no reason.
But right now, the only way I see this being a fun, open experience is no longer on console. It's getting the game on PC and using a bunch of the mods that make the game so much better off rip. I am very thankful you all brought it to PC for reasons like that. They also are going to touch on some of their updates and what they're working on to fix things.
Bro.
They've always done a good job of addressing most of the biggest issues in the community. So that's why this.
But we're going to video right here. My boy. Go ahead, subscribe to my boy, man. You do right by your community. You do right by your fans, bro. You gonna make more money. I promise you that. Madden mods, CFB mods, and you just see it through there. Like people just want to have fun. People just want to play these games because they want to live out their dreams on the game, and there shouldn't be no problem with that at all. So y'all shouldn't withhold that from us. Y'all shouldn't make it harder than what y'all make it. But hey, love you guys. Thank you for watching this video. Remember that Jesus loves you. If you confess from your mouth that Jesus is Lord and that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. I'm going to see you guys next time. Peace.